so glad you're here with us at Unity in Walnut Creek. We, on our fifth Sundays, always have special music, and this is Broadway Sunday, so I know you'll enjoy that part of our program. And we're going to touch on this Memorial Day weekend on spiritual power, what it is, and how it works in us. As we journey through the service, I invite you to reach deep within and touch and treasure the magnificent spiritual being that you are.
Brush off the clouds and cheer up. Put on a happy face. Take off that gloomy mask of tragedy. It's not your style. You'll look so good that you'll be glad you decided to smile. Pick out a pleasant outlook. Stick out that noble chin. Wipe off that full of doubt look. Slap on a happy grin and spread sunshine all over the place. Just put on a happy face. Gray skies are gonna clear up. Put on a happy face. Brush off the clouds and cheer up. Put on a happy face. And if you're feeling cross and vigorish, don't sit and whine. Think of banana splits and licorice, and you'll feel fine. I knew a girl so gloomy, she never laughed or sing. She wouldn't listen to me, now she's a mean old thing. So spread sunshine all over the place and put on a happy, put on a happy, put on They say the neon lights are bright on Broadway. If you haven't figured it out, this is Broadway Sunday. Woo! And these are our cast of characters who will be bringing you all kinds of wonderful music, backed up by fusion as usual. This is so exciting, and really want to thank all of them. And Annie, good job. I'm always excited when we have a theme Sunday. And this time I decided I didn't want to know anything about it. And so I didn't look at the slides, and I didn't go to the tech rehearsal. I wanted to be surprised too. So get ready for a wonderful Sunday. And I just want you to know that when you leave here, you leave with a big smile on your face. So turn with me now and greet our friends online. And let's just say hello. Hello. Hello, and welcome to Broadway Sunday. Thanks for being with us. Your presence is such a blessing to us every Sunday. And sit back and enjoy what is about to come. If you're ever in the neighborhood, stop in and say hello to us in person. If you are new to Unity, I'd like to offer a very special welcome and invite you to join us on this magical journey to the inner place of the power and the presence of God, because we are a spiritual path, a path to positive living. And Unity is based on a deeper theology of the God within you. But we honor all paths to God. There are many paths, one God, and they all are exactly perfect for each one. We are founded on prayer. Prayer is the cornerstone of the Unity movement. And the silent Unity practice of prayer has been going on for over 125 years, night and day. Let's have an experience of the power of prayer in Unity, known as affirmative prayer, the yes action of God, as we say together our opening statement. Together, there is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, the all-loving goodness of God. Take that in. Just breathe it in. Hold it as the truth for you individually, for us collectively, and for our world. And again, there is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, the all-loving goodness of God. And we breathe it in even more deeply. And once more, there is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, the all-loving goodness of God. And how reassuring to know that truth. We accept it, we hold it for ourselves, and we share it with our world. And let us say together, I am so grateful. Together, I am so grateful. Once more, I am so grateful. And again, I am so grateful. And so it is. Amen. Please remain seated and join our cast in the next song.
On a clear day,
a world you never heard before. And on a clear day, on that clear day, you can see forever and on a clear day, rise and look around you, and you'll see who you are. On a clear day, how it will astound you that the glow of your being outshines every star. You'll feel part of every mountain, sea, and shore. You can hear from far and near a world you never heard before. And on a clear day, on that clear day, you can see forever and ever and ever and ever
Let's take that journey deeper into that experience of prayer and meditation. And as we enter in and open to this divine presence, I'll ask Ted to lead us in the blessing from our heart ministers.
Prayer of faith. Beloved presence, in whom we live and move and have our being, we call forth your love, wisdom, guidance, and support in renewing, restoring, revitalizing, and re-energizing the faith of our beloved sons and daughters throughout our world today. Renew our faith in the spiritual connection that makes us all one. Restore our faith in the divine plan expressing perfectly right now. Revitalize our faith in the innate goodness of all humanity. Re-energize our faith in the power within us to transform our lives and the world. Dear God, you are our help in every need. And knowing this truth, our faith is strengthened as we journey throughout our lives with confidence. And so it is.
Mother, Father, God, infinite love, beloved presence, we take this moment to turn within and releasing all to touch you more deeply. We're grateful as you call us to this very center of being, as you awaken us to know our oneness with the love that you are, the power that you are, the peace that you are. And so we surrender for all the busy things that our minds have been focused on and all that has taken place within this day and the days and weeks before. How grateful we are to let go and surrender all of that to your care. We let go and surrender ourselves to the power that you are within our hearts, the power that you are within our lives. We surrender ourselves to the presence that you are in every moment, in every person, in every thought, in every choice. Gratefully, we surrender ourselves to your love, to let it flow in and through our beings. We surrender, gently letting go of mind, entering into this place of peace as we surrender into your peace. From this beautiful place, this peace that fills our hearts, we surrender into silence. For there in that stillness, deeper than thought, deeper than feeling, we simply rest at one with the one. Peace. Be still. Peace. Be still. Peace. Be. Mother, Father, God, from this silence, the energy of pure, divine love flows forth into our world. From this silence, the consciousness of deep peace flows forth into our world. We embrace this divine love and make that choice to consciously bring its blessing, bring its power, bring its wholeness, bring its wisdom to all within our world. And so we radiate this love from our hearts. And we begin by bringing this beautiful, powerful love to every cell of our own bodies, to each cell and system, calling forth their wholeness, renewing vitality, radiating to mind and heart, creating wisdom and understanding. And this divine love flows to us and through us as we send it forth to each one who is dear to us. We embrace each one knowing that you are enfolded in divine love. You are blessed and prospered and guided. You are healed. You are filled with abundance and peace. And this divine love flows through our hearts across the spiritual community, blessing each one and filling their lives with goodness, with blessing, and touching all who are in their worlds. This divine love flows through our hearts as we embrace every prayer request brought here. And we know with each, you are enfolded in divine love. And you are lifted to that which is the highest. And this love flows forth from the spiritual community, across the communities in which we live, across our nation, and on across the nations to touch the peoples of the world, to call forth wisdom, healing, and peace. Our prayers join with all who join us in prayer, whether in mosque or synagogue, temple or church, whether gathered at home or on the hillsides. For in seeking to know you, we are all one. And this divine love flows through our hearts. We send it to this beautiful earth, that it might touch and bless her and bring balance to all her systems, to bring rain where it is dry and calm where there is storm, to bring blessing to her creatures. And we send this radiant, powerful love about the earth that it might touch the heart of every single person in the earth. For beloved presence, you are that love in every heart. And in this love, we are one. Divine love flows through my heart, enfolding and blessing the world. Please join me. Divine love flows through my heart, enfolding and blessing the world. Again. Divine love flows through my heart, enfolding and blessing the world. Breathe that beautiful love. Feel that powerful love. Once again, divine love flows through my heart, enfolding and blessing the world.
May the Lord protect and defend you. May the Lord preserve you from pain. Favor us, O Lord, with happiness and peace. O hear our Sabbath prayer.
It is so. Amen.
land. You'll find a treasure if you stay there, more precious far than gold. For once you have found your way there, you will never, ever grow old. And that's my home where dreams are born, and time is never planned. Just think of lovely things, and your heart will fly on wings. Never, never land. You'll have a treasure if you stay there, more precious far than gold. For once you have found your way there, you will never, ever grow old. So come with me where dreams are born, and time is never planned. Just think of lovely things, and your heart will fly on wings forever. In never, never
Thank you, Annie. How fun. I'm going there with you. My name is Ciel, and it is an honor and a pleasure to highlight some of our upcoming events for you. The Amakawa Heart Center is a spiritual-based community dedicated to the growth of love, acceptance, and awakening of our true selves. The Heart Center celebrates their 1-year anniversary with a special day dedicated to you. Please come on the first Saturday in June for a day filled with laughter, community, and love as we celebrate. If you are interested in taking the step of joining our Unity community as a member, or if you're just interested in learning more about Unity, join Reverend Sheila on the second Sunday afternoon. Find out about these and other events online and in your bulletins. And now, if you'll just take a brief moment until you hear the gong to greet those around you.
Brethren and sisterin, rise up. Gather round me, everybody. Gather round me while I preach some. Feel a sermon coming on me. The practice will be sin, and that's what I'm again. If you wanna hear my story, then settle back and just sit tight while I start reviewing the attitude of doing right. You've got to accentuate the positive and eliminate the negative and latch on to the affirmative and don't mess with Mr. In Between. You've got to spread joy up to the maximum and bring gloom down to the minimum and have faith or pandemonium liable to walk upon the scene. To illustrate my last remark, Jonah in the whale, Noah in the ark. What did they do?
What did they do?
Just when everything looked so dark, man, they said we better accentuate the positive and eliminate the negative and latch on to the affirmative and don't mess with Mr. In Between. Oh, don't mess with Mr. In Between. You got to accentuate the positive and eliminate the negative and latch on to the affirmative and don't mess with Mr. In Between. Oh no, don't mess with Mr. In Between. Don't mess with Mr. In Between. No, no, don't mess with Mr. In Between. Everything has its season, everything has its time. Show me a reason and I'll soon show you a rhyme. Hats fit on the windowsill, children fit in the snow. Why do I feel I don't fit in anywhere I go? Rivers belong where they can ramble. Eagles belong where they can fly. I've got to be where my spirit can run free. Gotta find my corner of the sky. Every man has his daydreams, every man has his goal. People like the way dreams have of sticking to the soul. Thunderclouds have their lightning, nightingales have their song. Don't you see, I want my life to be something more than long. Rivers belong where they can ramble. Eagles belong where they can fly. I've got to be where my spirit can run free. Gotta find my corner of the sky. So many men seem destined to settle for something small, but I won't rest until I know I'll have it all. So don't ask me where I'm going, just listen when I'm gone. And far away you'll hear me singing softly to the dawn. Rivers belong where they can ramble. Eagles belong where they can fly. I've got to be where my spirit can run free. Gotta find my corner of the sky. The sky.
Wonderful. I love Broadway. And so last Sunday, you got to experience Reverend Sheila's wonderful wisdom. And I got to learn from a 5-year-old princess in Disneyland. And talk about magical experiences and the amazing power of imagination and how it touches us. What a wonderful journey. And so this is Memorial Day weekend. And it's always been a powerful experience for me because it takes me back into the reflection as one who is deeply committed and believes that we have come to the time where we have to embrace nonviolent resolution of the challenges in our world. And then I've had this experience through my life of knowing many people who have been in our military service and some of their leaders. And I'm convinced that part of the real power that flows through what we perceive as military is not the power of the military, that it's actually the power that flows through these beautiful people. Because again and again, what I experience is that they are there out of love. They're there out of love for their families. That it's that love for their families and their communities and for their country, and that have invited them and called them to step into that service. And so I believe that it is that it is most important to honor this day, that power of love that flows through the wonderful people who have served and given sacrifice that they chose to give out of love. For that power, that is the power that provides safety. When I begin to look at things, I keep going back to this journey that we're all on, because we're all on a journey of learning about power. But as we awaken spiritually, what we're learning is about our spiritual power. We're actually learning what is this power that I have as a spiritual being here in this experience of this human body. And so I was very, very touched when I experienced a friend who shared so very openly and beautifully her experience of journeying from powerlessness into discovering and knowing her spiritual power. And I want to share her just a little bit of her story with you today. We met in that we have been writing books together, supporting each other since we met in a seminar in Santa Fe, New Mexico, to get our books going. And she has shared with me her wonderful book that is really astounding, and it is a very powerful, intimate view of this experience of going from powerlessness to really knowing one's spiritual power. The woman is Anastacia Jayet, and her book is Shattering Into Being. It's not out yet, or I'd make sure, when it does come out, I'll make sure we have it, and it'll be out soon. But I didn't want to wait until it was out. And part of it was that the ability of one to be conscious of our journey is such a gift, and to share that with others, because we're all on this journey of discovering our spiritual power, what it is and what it isn't. Now, we in Unity have a beautiful focus of that is part of our knowledge and tradition. In that Myrtle Fillmore's healing, which is at the very core of our Unity foundation, that healing was really an experience of her awakening to her spiritual power. That she had the power to direct a body that was in the final stages of tuberculosis. She had the power to direct and change what was taking place in that body and call it into wholeness. That's power. That's power to move, to change, and that's part of the nature of this spiritual power. And as we go through our spiritual awakening, we're trying to learn what it is that this power is. How do we work with it? Anastasia's experience meant a great deal to me because it was so close to my own. Anastacia was a student at the University of New Mexico, living in Albuquerque. She was married to a person she deeply loved. They had a wonderful baby that was the light of their lives. And in one moment, her husband's life was taken violently. And her life changed from joy and fulfillment into anguish and tragedy and loss. Many of you are aware, I was a student at the University of New Mexico, married to a woman I deeply loved. We lived there in Albuquerque. We had a beautiful baby that was the light of our lives. And in one moment, her life was violently ended. And my life changed. So when Anastacia shared her story with me, there was a lot to learn. And one of the gracious things is the openness and vulnerability with which she talked about that experience. And I say that because we've been together a long time, some of us. And you have heard about my experience, but you have not heard the experience. Because that has been to me too private. And her willingness to share that was an opportunity to look at all that's there. What happened in that moment was she stepped into a deep perception of powerlessness. That she could not protect and care for that which was most important to her. She was asked to make decisions she had no power over, could not understand. Now, Anastacia was an East Coast girl, and she was married to a man from northern New Mexico. Culture doesn't get much different than northern New Mexico and the East Coast, I can promise you. And yet that was the world that she found herself in, responding to a completely different culture. Now, one of the beautiful things is within that culture are people of great love and care and with great commitment to family and its beauty. And yet, in that fog, that exists after events like that. You don't even know who you are, let alone what to decide and what to do. Powerlessness. What happened in Anastasia's journey was that through the years that followed, she went again and again into this powerlessness. Now, one of the reasons that I believe it's important to share this is I think we have all been at those places of powerlessness. The forms may have come to us different than hers, but you have been there. I have been there. To where it looks as though we make no difference in our world. There is a perception that is created by the brain that everything that we need is outside of us. The food we have to get, the companionship, the money, the things that take care of us. And our brain reinforces that in this perceptual world. But as we awaken as spiritual beings, we journey into a different understanding. And so as she went through experience, what she began to do is awaken. And her awakening was the capacity to look honestly at herself. Now that's a powerful thing. Self-awareness is a powerful thing. Because she began to look and see how again and again she would enter into experiences and exchanges and relationships and activities that constantly gave away without caring for herself. To a world where she would not hold onto boundaries that were respectful of this being that she was. Giving away her power because she did not know she had it. Anyone ever been there? Yeah. It is a very real part of our journey. And that through that beautiful experience of self-awareness, then she began to face it and began to see that she could make different choices. She needed to make different choices. She needed to perceive of herself differently. And she began to do that. I want to share where she came to. These are her words. I now know, no matter how many times I get lost, angry, frustrated, fall short of my truth, or give away my power. Okay, anybody ever done that? Get lost? Okay, fall short of my truth, get frustrated, angry? Nobody gets angry? Nah, okay. Fall short of my truth. Give away my power. How often do we do that? Give away our power. I now know no matter how many times I get lost, angry, frustrated, fall short of my truth, or give away my power, I can always find my way back to who I am. I can always connect to and hear the wisdom of my heart. I have within me all the guidance I will ever need. An internal compass that seeks only the highest and best for myself and all living beings. She found that place of power. That place we connect to that spiritual presence and transforming power that flows in and through, that transforms our awareness, that gives us that guidance. She goes on to say, I never have to seek to be loved, accepted, guided, safe, or protected outside of what I can directly experience within my own heart. I do not have to give away my power to receive. I'm going to repeat that one again. I do not have to give away my power to receive. The divine love and spiritual guidance I seek with all my heart is ever present. Coming home. Who you are is so powerful because the power of God is within you. I'm a child of God. The power of God is within me. The power of God is within me. Join me. The power of God is within me. Again, the power of God is within your beautiful, powerful heart. You connect with that. Again, the power of God is within me. There's a place where we're shown this so magnificently in Jesus' experience. It's a place where the appearance is of having no power. That's when Jesus is with Pilate. And Pilate is deciding whether or not to crucify him. Pilate went back into the praetorium and said to Jesus, "Where are you from?" Jesus did not answer him. So Pilate said to him, "Do you not speak to me? Do you not know that I have power to release you, and I have the power to crucify you?" Jesus answered him, "You would have no power over me if it were not given you from above." Okay, are you really willing to take on the people they think have power over you that way? I'm not saying it's a good thing to say. I'm just asking. It occurred to me. Wow, what's he saying? That soul had made its choice. That this soul had made its choice to go about its demonstration, and that this one that seemed to have power had no power. He had to do what was to be done for this soul who'd made his choice. When we make our choice, when our soul says, "I'm going to journey through this, I'm going to create this, I'm going to go this way," the world will conform to what your soul has decided to do. So Pilate's response to this, consequently, Pilate tried to release him. And he couldn't. He thought he had the power and he couldn't do it. Because the power is within us. We create our world. We are children of God, spiritual beings through which this amazing, beautiful, powerful presence moves and creates. The power of God is within you. So what's the difference that we experience when this takes place? Anastasia's experience was so enlightening to me as she looked at it. Because what she realized is that she had to create separation with the people around her, and because she felt so powerless, she had to do it by judging them, by finding them wrong, by pushing them away. That's what we do. And so she looked at her mother-in-law who wanted to help and came up with reasons why her mother-in-law was trying to manipulate or something, and her family tried to support her, that they didn't trust her, that they would, and all those things that we do because we create separation. When we feel powerless, we have to find some space in which to exist. So we push away, we separate. Anything different than us, we have to condemn because we're ruled by fear. That's what happens when we're powerless. We're ruled by fear. So what happens when she found her power, when she found that connection, she realized that wasn't true. These people weren't trying to manipulate or control her. They loved her. They were trying to help. They simply wanted to be there for her. She could change her response to life. And this is our assignment. We're here to find that power we are. We know that connection to that divine love. We're here to find that power because it's time for humankind to awaken. It's time for a deep and powerful heart awakening of humankind. What happens when we don't need to separate and push away? We won't need to look at a person of a different religion and call them terrorist. We won't need to look at a person with black skin and say criminal. We won't need to look at a person with brown skin and say illegal. We won't need to look at a person who is trans and say immoral. We won't need to look at a person who is indigenous and say ignorant. We won't need to look at women as property. It is time for humankind to awaken, to find who we are, children of God, because that's who we see when we come to this place of power. We look at those people of different religions and we see children of God. We look at the person in a black body and we see a child of God, in a brown body and see a child of God. We look at the person who is trans or lesbian or gay, and we see children of God. Men, women, indigenous, white, old, young, rich, poor, children of God. Because we don't need to be ruled by fear. We don't need to separate. We can embrace, unite, and know the truth of who we really are. The power of God is within me. Join me. The power of God is within me. Feel it. It's a gorgeous, beautiful thing. Again, the power of God is within me. You are a creator bringing forth your world according to an infinite wisdom. Again, the power of God is within me. And you know how to get there directly through your beautiful, magnificent heart. And the time of change has come. Bless you.
I don't even know what to say. Well, that was powerful. I know. We would appreciate it if you would take a connection card from the seat pocket in front of you, and we invite each of you to take a moment to fill out this card. With the card, you can each request a prayer request or something for someone or something in your life. And in addition, our heart ministers are available after the service for that wonderful personal prayer support, one-on-one. They are the ones wearing the lavender stoles. Prayer requests can also be sent anytime through our website. And just as a reminder, our spiritual focus for this week is the power of God is within me. The ushers will receive these cards toward the end of the music. Now it is time for our prosperity celebration. For credit card donations, There are envelopes on the clipboards in the back of each chair. Or for those of you at home, you can just click on the donate button on our Watch Live page. One of the great teachings of truth is the awareness that God is the source of all our good. Every blessing that fills our lives is the expression of the goodness and love of the divine. As we focus upon God as the source of all good, we open to receive ever-expanding abundance. And now I invite you to take your tithe or offering in your hand and be aware that God is the source of all your good. And let's repeat our affirmation together. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive.
Brothers, do you know what shine it on means? Well, you should. Sisters, you gotta take that phrase and make that phrase all your own for your own good. Shine it on means when depression comes upon you, does a downer number on you. Take no notice, shine it on. Yeah. Busy day comes your way, shine it on.
Shine it on,
Morning news brings the blues, shine it on.
shine it on,
Just dismiss it, boo and hiss it, bracket and parenthesis it. Just sit back and shine it on.
shine it on,
Shine it on.
shine it on,
Though you spent next month's rent, shine it on.
shine it on,
Bank book shows only O's, shine it on.
shine it on,
Don't outguess it, just finesse it. You really want to dispossess it. Just settle back and shine it on.
shine it on,
Shine it on.
shine it on,
Shine it on. Turn your back, friends attack. Shine it on.
shine it on,
Won't indulge, still you bulge. Shine it on.
shine it on,
Don't deplore it, just ignore it. If you really want to out the door it, just kick back and shine it on.
shine it on,
Shine it on.
shine it on,
Shine it on. Yeah. You bet your money on a losing team. Shine it on. You buy the Austin, but you split a seam. Shine it on. You ride the freeway and you get a flat. Shine it on. You drew 4 aces while you sat pat. Shine it on. Your perfect husband is a perfect jerk. He dates your girlfriend while you're at work. Your damn computer turns the power off and then your cough is still coughing on. Shine it on. Shine it on. From palpitation of fixation, if you want to feel amelioration, when you spot the spine of that porcupine, just step back and shine. Shine it on. Shine it on. Shine it on. Yeah.
All right, embrace these beautiful beings with your hearts and let's share our blessing together. Children, you are loved, special, and important. The light of God shines through you. And let's take hands and share together our prayer of protection. Together, the light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. And the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. And our peace song. You are the love and the light and the peace in the earth right now. So let it shine and have fun.
says his last thing, and then we're done. I didn't want him sitting there through the whole song. And so I made the call to just do one verse. But if he does that again next time, we will sing the whole song. Yeah. Oh, right. So I had to make a decision. And that was because I. Oh, God. No. Oh, okay.
I think you should come up with a ramp and cut across.
On the last one?
Yeah.
So I have to go around during the talk, which is fine. Yep. But Sandy will need to come up.
Yeah, sure.
Sandy can come up on this side because she's going to stand.
Up front.
Right, got it.
So instead of me cutting behind
Yep.
it.
Okay, you just want to make notes.
I think you might want to consider cutting some of the intro to Day by Day.
No,
That was a mistake.
That was me
Okay.
screwing up.
All right.
I had the intro all worked out. I just
See, I just-
decided not to play it.
I put as a question mark.
We all hung in there.
Right. I just
No,
screwed up. Okay. All right. Good. So, you know you missed the music cue, right? Okay.
Took out a song there.
Yeah, okay, all right.
You haven't done that in a while, David. You're getting all relaxed. And you're,
Every now and then, heading into prayers, it does that.
yes.
You know,
So we just sat
something
down.
like you've got, I just do the whole thing
At the end, if that happens.
But
Yeah.
but I will tell myself to stay conscious. And let me suggest we make a song swap. Put the one before my song. Your
Steve's,
For your
Steve's
message.
corner of the sky.
put it at the end of the after the prayer for the end of the prayer.
Well, and then put Annie's before the top?
Put Annie's before the top.
He wants
Okay.
Never Neverland before
just
he
felt
wants to
like
switch you and
And the
Steve.
reason is my ears are coming for this service. So after your singing of Neverland, I get up there from Disney.
Oh, your Disneyland ears. Oh, I see.
That was one of my
Ears.
Okay.
Okay.
You
Because
just came
originally
back.
it was there, so
Yeah, so you
ran smooth with Steve.
and yours is a
songs
beautiful
in a
one to
row.
close the prayer experience. Both are just wonderful pieces of music.
Okay, so I come up after the
After,
meditation.
yeah, after,
Yeah, so I do that.
after the closing of
reprise,
Sabbath.
the reprise
of
of
Sabbath.
Sabbath prayer.
So I come up and do that,
That
and
might
then
be,
you come up.
that might be easier for you because accentuate the positive going right into the other thing was a lot.
Oh, that'd be fine. Yeah, that'd be right.
Okay, good.
Okay, that work? You okay on that?
Yeah.
Good. And then so I'm coming back.
It usually
I can get into a little more of it. We plan.
Anything else? Spirit did. Anything else?
So then,
No, Mike needs to change the batteries on the camera.
No.
I know it's for everybody.
You do corner after Sabbath prayer.
Okay, so we sing Sabbath prayer, then there's the meditation, we sing the reprise, and you immediately come up.
and he said to accentuate before your song.
No.
No, accentuate.
No, we're not moving that.
Corner of the sky.
Swap
Corner
swap
of
of
the
the
Is
sky.
that what it's called?
Corner of the sky.
Just swap of the specials.
Oh,
You and
oh,
Annie.
oh,
You and Annie
I
as
do.
well.
We're switching specials.
Oh, okay.
That's all. Sing along's the same.
Yeah, you're singing Neverland, she's singing Corner.
So she comes after accentuate
Okay,
the
so when do
positive.
I come up for this, for Corner of the Sky?
When Sandy and Lisa finish their reprise of Sabbath prayer. And then I'll play the little
Sandy will give you her.
instrumental people be seated music for a minute. You can come up here, stand while I do that. That's okay. Go.
So your two songs are not in a row.
Right. It is a little more of a transition for you from accentuate the positive
Yeah.
to Neverland.
So,
I like the two songs in a row.
so maybe we
Okay.
can make the, I know it's a long
Intro?
intro, but if we make it longer,
Oh, well.
like half an hour longer.
Oh, sure.
You're gonna gonna get you 20
I could
minutes.
just do it, I'll do it in every key.
Yeah, until you find one that works.
Look at that.
You'll find the key that you can see.
Okay, so I did part of this guy after the meditation, then when do I do accentuate?
The
After
same
the
time.
hugs,
Same place.
same as
After the
always.
hugs.
No
So you do
change.
your special first.
Yeah, that's the other way to think of it,
Yeah.
is your two leading songs. Could you come up to the booth with me then?
Yeah.
Just somebody, hey,
Well, get
Meditation, Sabbath prayer, corner. Announcements, greetings, song, extension, yeah.
I'm sure somebody will come because I sit
Saturday night. I saw you smiling the whole time. You're my hero. I got that. I got a call from Japan in the middle of that.
And he says they said we better.
You ready? Sneaky. You just do that shit. Yeah, I do. And then what do I do? Just press the book. Touch something. Oh. I can't be trusted with these things. Push the button. Yeah, he was. Both of them. Just grin ear to ear the whole time. You look good. I liked coming down. It worked really well. It's not. It's not. It's the service for those people that come here. Anytime you hear people say that, tell them it's not. 9:30 is not a dress rehearsal. Real thing. I know you know that.
Yeah.
But I know I've been up there.
That's
You
me.
open the door. You know,
I know where you're
what's
coming
in there has to come out. Once that door gets open.
I know where you're coming from because I've been up there and that's the talk up there too. That's the picture.
Yeah, the Shine It On song came true to life yesterday when I found out his car and it's like $3,000 worth of work on it after I left the yesterday. So I'm like, shine it on, shine it on. And book shows on the nose, okay, come on, yes. Shine it on.
Thank God for good credit.
Yes, and that's what it's for in the car.
What do you need with the transmission?
The cooling system. I know. I put carbons on the gas that leak from the cylinder in the world, so that the head has to come off and has to go over. This is on this. It says it's on machine shop, yeah, and they've got to check and do the bores and all that stuff. They're just taking the top out of the bucket. But it could be 19 to 28. And we just put in 900 2 days ago because they thought it was a thermostat. Compliance bushings. When you look under a car, you see those arms that stick out and are real strong to your tires. Inside those things like that, there's a rubber bushing. $23 for a bushing. Yeah, but that's nothing. $23 for the bushing. $500 for the labor to put that up in. I can follow along. That's what I was going to do, so that I know when to switch over. Yeah. Okay. Because I went online and looked at Honda. This is a Civic. It's really nice. People were complaining about this particular. Yeah, they said they should.
I know the whole service.
Well, yeah, it's the slide being split. See, this is the slide. Well, yeah, the singer, yeah, because of the verbs. I tried to make it 100% transparent, but she's got. The transparency is there. So that because when I switch it to the next one, They might change